Hey guys, it's Tabithings, aka Tabitha. Boy, do I have a story for you guys. Sorry I haven't uploaded it in a while. I got lazy and just unmotivated because ADHD. And I've also had some shit happen. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. As you could tell by the title, well, I guess the title didn't really describe the year or day or age this happened. Anyway, I got like a quarter of the way through recording this when I realized my microphone wasn't connected. Anyway, on to the story, because this is pretty interesting. So I was 17 and still in foster care. This happened in an RTC, a residential treatment center. It was a sort of a lockdown. It was a lockdown facility. So like you couldn't get in or get out. All the doors had a key card from the staff that would unlock them. Even the fucking bathrooms. Even the bathrooms. You had to let the staff know you had to use the bathroom. Okay. I hate that. I really do hate that. It feels a little dehumanizing, but what do I know? Or like invasive. Any hoosers. So it was about a little past 8 p.m., which is basically when we all had to go back to our units. There was a boys unit and a girls unit. And down two hallways, they were mirrored. So, if I went into the boys unit, I'd know where everything was because it was a mirror of the girls unit. Anyway, so I was in the first room on the right if you're like walking into the unit. And that is the disabled room. So there's really no special features except for this little button by the door. Now this button. Okay, so the button works for blind and deaf people. So if you're blind, you'll hear this very loud, very annoying buzz, right? And if you're deaf, you'll see this very bright flashing white light. It's very bright and it flashes like, I think like every third of a second, something like that. And, yeah, very annoying. So this girl, for the sake of this story, I'll call her Tracy, decided it would be a great idea while I was laying down, ready to go to bed, to start pushing this button, just like, and holding it down. She would hold it down. And I was polite at first. I was like, can you please stop doing that, Tracy? I'm trying to sleep. And she was laughing, I think. So she kept doing it, just kept pressing it over and over again, holding it down, bothering the shit out of me. I was just trying to sleep. I was a senior in high school. I was just ready to graduate at this point. I didn't even do my work, okay? I admit it. I half-assed everything. Anyway, so I was just ready to go to bed. I wanted to go to sleep. And she just kept pressing this goddamn button. So eventually I got up and I went to the door. Now, these doors locked from the outside. That is very important to mention. They lock from the outside. So the only way like you could get in is if you had a key card, which the staff have. I think there was this one time one of the youth took a key card, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so Tracy, I almost said her real name, Tracy, just kept pressing the button and laughing. And I was, annoyed. So I got up and went to the door and I'm trying to remember what I yelled. Like throughout this whole time, I was asking her and telling her, stop pressing the button. Please stop pressing the button. Can you please stop pressing the button? And she wouldn't. She kept going. So I can't remember what I yelled. I can't remember the exact word, but I called her either a hoe, a whore, or a bitch. I was like, stop it, you fucking hoe or whore or bitch or whatever it was. And she got really mad, like unnecessarily mad. And she lost it. She fucking lost it. She started pounding on my door, jiggling the door handle as if that was going to let her in. And this girl was tall. She was like 6'1", not too important, but a little intimidating. Because I'm 5'1". Okay, I'm a whole foot shorter than her. So she just kept like trying to get into my room and failing miserably, obviously. And the staff were trying to stop her. She was yelling. She grabbed like a Sharpie or something and started writing stuff on the window of the door, the wall beside the door. And to this day, I have no idea what she wrote. Probably names or threats. I think they were threats. And she was threatening me. I'm going to fucking murder you. I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to fucking slit your throat or something like that. Something along those lines about, ending my life. And, yeah, so eventually, like the staff, like, they were trying to restrain her, calm her down or something, because the staff there didn't really resort to restraining. I don't think they ever restrained anyone in my time there, which I'm very happy about because of that other story where my arms were restrained behind my back so painfully and my shoulders almost broke. It's another story. I was illegally restrained or something like that. Anyway, so I eventually had to use the bathroom. Okay, now, luckily for me, the bathroom door was right beside my door. If I'm facing my door about to like leave the room, the bathroom's on the left and my door opens facing the bathroom. So I can't remember if I think the door is pulled into the room. So I could open my door and like basically just like slip into the bathroom. That's what I did. Now, again, the bathroom, you have to be, let in with a key card. So there was a staff, I can't remember her name, but God, I do remember her name. She was amazing. She was this really sweet, like 50s African lady. And she was just so nice, soft-spoken, had a beautiful accent. She was the nicest lady there, like on God. She was amazing. And I was like, I don't want to say her name. We'll just call her Miss L, I guess. I was like, Miss L, I need to use the bathroom. Like, can you like open like the bathroom door and like hold it open for me? She was like, yeah, okay. And Tracy at this point was like somewhere down the hall. So I asked Miss L, I was like, is the door open? She's like, yeah, I got it for you. And so I quickly opened my door. I slipped to my left. I took the door from Miss L and I slipped inside. And I pulled the bathroom shut. These doors closed slowly. And Tracy started sprinting for me. Okay. Like she was about 15 feet away. And she just broke into a dead sprint. Now, I was in the bathroom within like 2 seconds, but I had to yank the door closed. You know when those doors like automatically close, but it's slow, and when you have to like strain against it, like force it closed? Yeah, that's what I had to do. And I almost couldn't pee. I was like so nervous and so scared at this point, and I managed to pee and got done. And Tracy was still outside the door, like pounding on it and getting like told off by the staff. And I was so scared she was going to hurt the staff. I wasn't scared for me. I was scared for the staff at this point. And so I managed to like ask Miss L, like, hey, can you open my room? Is it safe to go in? And she let me know when it was safe. And I slipped back into my room, yanked the door or pushed the door closed. And I was back in my room. Now, this isn't over. The story time is not over, okay? So the next morning, right? I was sitting. Now, there are these like, okay, if any of you have ever been to a mental hospital or you've seen like any images, they're like these giant ass, heavy ass chairs that are made like that so that way you can't fucking throw them. And like they got high arms on either side. They're really thick. They are hard to move, okay? So this chair was like pushed up to the table, right? And I had my bowl of, Cocoa Puffs, okay? I had my beautiful, delicious Cocoa Puffs, okay? And I jumped I set the bowl down. I jumped literally like I pulled myself into the chair, like over the side and sat down. Now, okay, what happened next? Okay, so, I'm trying like to figure out which part to tell first to keep it interesting. But anyway, so Tracy comes out of the unit after me. I've just started eating my cereal. My cereal is just starting to get just the right amount of soaked in milk to my liking. Not too hard, not too soft, just right, okay? And Tracy comes out. She sees me. she makes a beeline for me, swerving around tables and everything. And I lost my shit. I don't remember how the hell I got out of that chair so fast. I don't remember if I knocked over my cereal or not. I think I did, but I'm not sure. But I managed to get out of this chair somehow. I think I like rolled out of it or something, like off to the side. I did not have enough time. I think I pushed the table away. It was easier to push the table away than to push the chair back, but I can't remember. And so me and Tracy just started like running around the room, like the dining room. There were like a lot of tables, so like we were like walking around tables, and eventually I heard one of the staff coming out of the girls unit, and so I sprinted around the corner, and it was Miss L. She was still there, or she had come in that morning, and I was like, Miss L, open the bathroom door, please, she's chasing me, please let me in the bathroom, oh my god, because there's a bathroom in the hallway, right? So she hesitated for a minute. I'm like, Miss L, please let me in the bathroom. She's chasing me. She's gonna kill me, right? And Tracy was still dead set on killing me. So Miss L let me in the bathroom, and I pushed the door shut. Okay, and Tracy just started like pounding on the door, screaming, shouting, telling me to come out, and that she was gonna kill me, and all that shit, right? So eventually, I think they got her away from me, got her back on the unit or something, and then I left for school. And yeah, that's basically where it ended. It was scary. That was the first time I've ever had my life threatened. Like, and it was the second time I've had my life threatened, I think. Anyway, yeah, it was really crazy. And there's like one more piece to this, a lot more calm, so I guess it's somewhat of a happy ending. But sometime later, like a week maybe, I was sitting alone in the unit, like no staff. It was just me sitting at the table drawing or something. And Tracy comes like in the unit, and there's a staff somewhere behind her just standing at the door. And I look over and I realize it's her just by her voice and whatever, because I'm like visually impaired. I recognize it was her, and also by her like stature. And I think she said something to me or something, but I just started like shrinking back in my chair and like looking away from her and like squeezing my eyes shut because I thought she was going to attack me. And she was like, relax, Tabitha, I'm not going to kill you. And I didn't believe her. I was like, She didn't. She walked right by me, behind me. And I think I like flinched or tensed up or something. I was pretty tense, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. But yeah, that's the story for tonight. Or today. I don't know when I'm going to post this. But yeah, thank you all for listening. I'm still getting better at storytelling. So, the stammering and the not being sure what to say or how to word things, I'll get better at it over time. Just bear with me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. And don't be like Tracy. She was unnecessarily crazy and like mean, just trying to keep me up that night. Like I was really tired, man. Like I'm the kind of person that doesn't have a lot of energy now that I'm older. And yeah, so don't bother people when they're just trying to sleep. Like unless there's like a fire or someone's bleeding to death on the carpet. Okay. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys all have a good day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.